video, page 95, 97, and 112. Let's jump right into this. Here we go. Numbers 25 and 26. It says the owner of a kennel keeps records of all the dogs she cares for each year. Okay, so in 1999, here's the record of how many male beagles, female beagles, male Dalmatians, etc., that she cared for. Okay, in 2000, here's the records of the dogs she took care of, male and female, and the different types. Number 25 says, find the sum. Okay, so here we go. 36 plus 40 is 76. 28 plus 31 is 59. 24 plus 26 is 50. 26 plus 20 is 46. 51 plus 46 is 97. 32 plus 34 is 66. Okay? Now, pretty simple. But now explain what the data represents in this matrix. Okay, well, this data would be total dogs 1999 through 2000, males, females, of course, beagles, Dalmatians, and bulldogs. Okay, so put that in your own words, however you want to. But this data represents the total dogs cared for these 2 years, broken down into the type of dog and the dog's gender. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, to promote sales, a grocery store advertises bananas for 25 cents per pound. Okay, now the store loses 11 cents on each pound of bananas it sells, but they hope by getting people to come into their store and buy the bananas, they'll make more profit on other things. Okay, so write a verbal model that you can use to find the amount of money that the store loses based on the number of pounds it sells. Well, guys, that's pretty easy. I'm just going to put loss equals 0.25 times each what? Pound. Or in other words, L equals 0.25p. Okay? Makes sense. Now, the store sells this many pounds of bananas. How much money did they lose? Well, right here for P, substitute 2,956. Let me grab my calculator real quick here. 2,956 times 0.25. They lost $7 and 39 cents. No, I'm sorry, $739. Okay, $739. Okay, so we're just practicing multiplying and writing models. All right, moving on. 64 and 65. Your aunt lends you $175 to buy a guitar. However, every day that you work for her, she will take $25 off the money that you owe her. Okay? So, 64. Write a verbal model that you can use to find the decrease in the amount you owe your aunt, depending on the number of days you help her out. So, no problem. The decrease equals 25 times every day right? So I would just say decrease equals 25 times W for days that you work, okay? So D equals 25 times W the days that you work. Now, 65. You work for your aunt for 5 days. What is the change in the amount you owe her? Let's see. Let's put in 5 right here. 25 times 5 is 125. Alright, so the change is negative 125. And by the way, on the last problem, I should have put a negative sign here. There was a loss of $739, okay? Now here, your debt's gone down $125. So negative 125. Now, how much do you still owe her? Well, you owed her 175. You've lowered it 125, so you still owe her $50. Okay? Alright, moving on. Now some of these did not come through very clear, so some of these you're going to have to, unfortunately, turn in your books to be able to see them, okay? So go ahead and do that. I'm going to look at what page we're on here. Looks like we're on page 112, okay? 112. So here we go. Okay, the problem says there is a soup from Thailand, okay? You need 13 3/4 ounces of chicken broth. That's chicken broth to make one serving. You have 82.5 ounces of chicken broth. How many servings can you make? Well, guys, come on, think about it. We're taking 82.5, okay, and we're dividing it up into 13 3/4 ounces, because every 13 3/4 ounces that I have is one serving. So what I have is 82.5 divided by 13 3/4. So this would be 165 over 2, okay, times, now this would be 45 over 4, okay, no, 55 over 4, 4 times 13 is 52, plus 3 is 55, okay, and then listen, we're dividing, we change the multiplication, so 13 3/4 is 55 over 4, we flip that, because we changed the division to multiplication, so now we have 4 over 55, okay, now 2 goes into both of these, 5 goes into both of these, let's see, 15, this would be a 3, sorry, 33, I'm trying to do all of this in my head, and then 11 and 33 can be reduced again, 11 goes into 11 once, 11 goes into 33 3 times, so 3 times 2 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1, 6 over 1 is 6, so with 82.5 ounces of chicken broth, you can make 6 servings, okay, 6 servings. Okay, next problem, number 63. You are scuba diving in the ocean. You dive down 22.5 feet. in 9 seconds, okay? What is your average velocity? Now, first of all, you're diving down, and we're dealing with velocity, so your answer will be negative. Now, think about it, guys. We dove 22.58 in 9 seconds. So let's divide this by 9 to see how far we went in 1 second. Okay, so we're taking this here and we're dividing it up into 1 second. Okay? There we go. 2.5. So your velocity is negative 2.5 feet per second. Okay? So if you take negative 2.5 times your 9 seconds, you will get 22.5. Okay? Velocity negative. Okay? Alright, moving on to 64. Now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored 38,387 points in his career. He grabbed 17,440 rebounds in his career, and it took him 1,560 games. All right. How many points did he average per game? So we're going to take his points here, and we're going to divide it by the number of games that he played. Now remember, when it comes to word problems, you are more than welcome to use a calculator. So 38.7 divided by 1560 would be, he averaged 24.6 points per game. Okay? Now let's take his rebounds and divide that by 1560, 1,560. And let's see what we get here. He averaged 11.18 rebounds per game. Okay? Guys, pretty simple math, not difficult at all, okay? Moving on to number 68 through 69. You launch a model rocket that rises 550 feet in 2.5 seconds and then opens a parachute and falls at a rate of 11 feet per second. First of all, what is the rocket's velocity going up? So we know it's going to be positive. Okay, it's going up. And if it's going up at 550 feet every 2.75 seconds, then simply take the 550 and divide it up into seconds. Okay, so with a calculator, I'm going to take 550 divided by 2.75, and you get 200 feet per second. Okay, now trust me, if you take this and multiply it by the seconds, you will get 550 feet. Okay? Now, what is the rocket's velocity coming down? Well, guys, they give it to you. It falls at a rate of 11 feet per second. So the velocity is going downward, negative 11 feet per second. Alright? So, in how many seconds after the launch will the rocket reach the ground? Okay? Well, we know for now. Watch. Pay attention, guys, okay? It says in the first sentence here, the rocket rises 550 feet. There it goes. So, we know already it's traveled how many seconds? Right? Come on, think about it, guys. It says it rose 550 feet in 2.75 seconds. So we know on the way up it traveled 2.75 seconds. Okay, now what we're looking for is how many seconds did it take to reach the ground? Well, come on, guys, think about it. If it went up 550 feet, then it has to come down how many feet? 550. What's the rate? 11 feet every second. So every 11 feet is 1 second, right? That's what it says. It falls at a rate of 11 feet every second. So let's divide 11 into this, because remember, students, every 11 feet is 1 second. So 11 goes into 550 50 times. Okay? So that's 50 seconds. So on the way up it took 2.75 seconds. On the way down it took 50 seconds. So my total seconds would be 52.75 seconds. Okay? Students, I hope this homework help video has been a help to you guys. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact me.